Oh, hey. Looks like we're looking at calendars again.
So, we left off on this page.
So let's get it new. Ooh. At Act.
Walker. That's what those camels are called? Act.
Although it looks like a larger version of the standard combat AT-AT, the Act, all-terrain armored cargo transport, Walker isn't as dangerous as its size suggests. With a large transport supported on long, thin legs, the Act was originally built to haul cargo.
Oh my word, to haul cargo for major Imperial construction projects. Many of these vehicles are destroyed by rebel ships during the Battle of Scarif.
Obviously Rogue One. Schlank? Poe Dameron. Oscar Isaac. Although he's a decorated X-Wing fighter pilot, Poe Dameron can fly anything. However, his reckless behavior concerns General Leia Organa, who seeks to increase Dameron's responsibilities and see him fulfill his potential as a leader. His flagrant disregard of her orders eventually leads to his demotion from wing commander to squadron captain. Poe. Alright, see ya. Bantha.
Tusken Raiders animals. Tusken Raiders.
Banthas are furry, four-legged herd mammals that live in desert climates. Easily domesticated, they serve as mounts for Tusken Raiders and as beasts of burden for moisture farmers on Tatooine throughout the galaxy. Banthas are bred for their meat and milk, and for their hides, which are used to make clothing and other popular wear.
I didn't know Banthas were killed and stuff. I thought they were just animals that Tusken Raiders uses as horses.
Uh-oh. You had two of them there. Alright, what are you? PZ4CO.
Barely a character in this series. Seriously, what do they call this from? Force Awakens? I don't even think that's right. I'm pretty sure this is from Last Jedi. Because of her. I don't think she's in Force Awakens, right? I don't know. Speaking of her, though, I'm pretty sure she is Leia's real-life daughter. So what was her name? Carrie Fisher? Real-life daughter.
Anyways, PZ4C0, PZ4CO, oh, translation right next to it, is an invaluable intelligence droid based at the Resistance headquarters on Dakar.
Despite her, this is a woman? I didn't know droids had genders.
Despite her hulking appearance, she speaks in a pleasant voice, offering tactical data and communication support during operations. Paisley and C-3PO often work together to monitor the Resistance galaxy-wide network of droid agents. Uh-oh. C-3PO's got a woman. Paisley. So close.
Here we go. Now we're on to Tatooine. Stupid Tusken Raiders.
Tatooine may be a bleak desert wasteland on the galaxy's outer rim, full of Tusken Raiders, slaves, smugglers, and carnivorous Cryot dragons.
What are those? I don't think they're in any of the movies.
But it's also the home of both Anakin and Luke Skywalker, and a welcoming hiding place for Obi-Wan Kenobi for 19 years.
It's supposed to be only 19 years? So, in the span of 19 years, he went from Ewan McGregor to Alec Guinness? He went from like a 40-year-old to a yeah, I guess so. I was gonna say a 40-year-old to a 67-year-old, but that's only... No, yeah, that'll be 27 years. Yeah, so he went from a 40-year-old to like a 67-year-old in 19 years. It's weird.
Alright, Tatooine, see ya.
Wait a minute. Why do they keep putting dumb stats? They're saying this is Phantom Menace? This is episode 4, New Hope. That's the only movie that Tatooine's really in. Really? They made a stat over just her baton?
Captain Phasma's baton. Captain Phasma wields a specialized quicksilver baton for close quarters fighting. In its inactive state, a containment field keeps the weapon condensed in its baton form. When activated, the baton extends to its full length, boasting a spear point at each end. Okay. Better be Last Jedi, because that's when this is from. Surprised they didn't put something dumb like, Revenge of the Sith. TIE Fighter. The Imperial fleet utilizes TIE Fighters as their main method of attack against Rebel forces. These vehicles are perfect for fast-paced skirmishes with other starfighters, most notably X-Wings. Not only are they fast, but they're incredibly loud, causing their enemies to fear whenever they draw near. Yeah, I just did a skit. Ooh, Kanan Urso, Jen's dad, and designer of the Death Star. A brilliant scientist, Galen Urso is coerced into using his knowledge of energy enhancement through kyber crystals to aid in the construction of the Death Star superweapon. Ultimately unable to escape, he rebels by building a fatal flaw under the Death Star and seeking to pass the secret onto the Rebel Alliance. This glare is ridiculous, and nobody has offered me any suggestions on how I can handle this yet. Come on, guys. Help me out. You want to see this all the time? You want to see his face, or do you want to see that? Come on. Help me out. This is annoying. I don't know what to do, though. I just did a test run of tons of stuff before I started this video, and nothing made a difference. I need matte stuff, because, see, I put my hand there, and it's fine. There's no glare. You put something shiny, and you can't see anything. Ugh! Ooh, this is what Akbar's race is, Mon Calamari. The humanoid aquatic Mon Calamari people are well suited to their oceanic home planet, Mon Cala. When the Empire subjugates their watery world, the usually gentle Mon Calamari retaliate, which leads them to become the soul of the Rebel Alliance, providing much-needed warships. Not really sure how it says, where to say this? Usually gentle. Like, why do they have warships and stuff? If they don't fight. And if they live in a watery world, why do they just always out in the air? You guys are some crappy fish. Is this guy wearing... Why do they wear regular shoes? Look at those. Those are like regular sneakers. And he's got on some lugs over here. I mean, obviously it's just a person in a suit, but... if you're gonna make them look like that, like, what? Why do they have giant hands but they have normal feet? This doesn't make sense. You screwed up on the lower half. R2-D2. Everyone knows him. We can just skip this. Astromech R2-D2 has certainly made the rounds, having served Padme Amidala, Anakin Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker. R2-D2 works as a starship mechanic, pilot fighter's assistant, and courageous friend to C-3PO, Leia, Luke, and Han Solo. You better say episode 4, because this is when you first see him. This is when he's journeying off, when him and C-3PO got into a fight. So he's just journeying off in the desert by himself, and then that's when the Jawas catch him. Now we're on the last day of January. And this is fitting for us to stop the video. It's not very long, but why not? Ended on the last day of the month. So what do we have? We have Camino. Oh, that's where the clones are made. The bulk of the Republic's clone army is commissioned on Camino, a watery, storm-ridden planet beyond the Outer Rim that has been erased from the Jedi archives. Its inhabitants, the Kaminoans, house their cloning laboratories in massive stilt-mounted cities, which number among the world's scant surface features. Obi-Wan Kenobi eventually tracks down Camino's location. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I think these these clones were made by the Sith, because that's why none of the Jedi know about this. And I think, based upon the Clone Wars and stuff, isn't it Palpatine, actually? That's why Order 66 was so easy, because those clones were his. Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to turn the page, and we're not doing that. We're ending off right here on Camino. It's kind of a dumb ender. Man, this page is just all glare. I gotta hold it like this. Okay, I guess that's about it. So, like always, until next time, I said sail.